ideally before you start, you need to sort of go on the internet and find yourself an image of the character that you want to draw, you want to recreate, you want to do your artwork of, whatever it may be. And save it into your photo gallery so you can upload it quickly. So it's dead easy. So I've found an image and I put it in my photo gallery, and I'm just going to insert it onto the canvas now. So I'm just going to click the little wrench up here and press insert photo, and I'm going to pick this little one from up here and hit. If you're like me, you'll probably know who this is. It's Pikachu. So I'm just going to resize this to the size that you want. So if you want it big, have it big. If you want it small, have it small. Just sort of, I like to fill most of the canvas without filling all the canvas. And then what I'm going to do over here, first of all, is I'm just going to drop the opacity down. So if you move this slider up around here, you can see the image goes faint and it goes light. It goes faint and it goes light. Obviously, the fainter your image, the easier it's going to be for you to draw over it and trace the lines, because that's all we're doing in effect. We're just tracing. And tracing is not cheating. I don't care who you are, where you come from. If you tell me cheating is tracing, then please leave my channel. Because tracing is not cheating, okay? We'll just clear that up right there. So, yeah, so we're going to lower the opacity down to sort of about 20%. It depends on the image that you're drawing. Just lower it enough so you can still see it well without it clouding your tracing, basically. And then we're going to add a new layer above that. So we have a new layer here above the image, which is here. Now you need to make sure that you are tracing on this layer and not your layer down here with the photo on. And all you're going to do, so we're obviously on that layer, we're going to click off that layer. You're going to select the monoline brush off of the brush library, or a brush, any brush that you're comfortable with, really. But I find the monoline brushes work best with tracing and getting the bases of your character ready. Colour wise, I tend to go for black. You can use a grey, whatever colour you want to use it. Just pick a colour. Ideally a colour that's going to go well over your image. So if I draw here now, you can see that my brush is quite oversized. So you want a brush size that's a good size without being teeny weeny too small and massive too big. And basically all you're going to do is just sort of work your way around the image, just tracing over the lines. And if you have any lines that are straight lines, I can't see any on here. Oh yeah, I can, there's one there. So if you need a straight line, so you can draw your line, obviously that's not straight, but if you hold your pen at the end, it turns it straight, and then you can just take it off. Same with circles. So if you have a circle, for example here, you just draw the circle round, hold your pen still, and then if you tap the screen, it turns it into a circle. Lift your pen off and then lift your finger off. And that's it, basically. So you go over the whole image and just trace over the lines. And it's as simple as that. If you make a mistake, you can just double tap twice and the lines go away. Some of the lines that you draw, you can correct in a sense that they'll snap. So if you can see them, I'm actually holding my pen on the screen just to get a straight line, just to make the lines more crisp and less wobbly. I mean, if that's the sort of look you're going for, if you want a wiggly wobbly line, then that's fine. But just depends on what it is that you're drawing, really. And you can see that I'm using two fingers to just pinch the screen and move it around. Rather than me move myself, it's easier for me to move the image around that I'm drawing, and try and try and do like single lines rather than, so like this line down here, for example. So I wouldn't want to like draw and then stop and then draw and then stop and then draw and then stop, because you can see that that makes like a really broken line. Try and draw, pick a line and do the movement all at once rather than taking your pen off and going back. Try and draw the full line at once. It just makes the lines flow better, and makes them less sort of jagged, and it just makes them flow really, and just look more professional. But if that's not the look you're going for, then don't do it. Just do whatever you need to. So yeah, so you're basically just tracing around all the lines, and then when you've finished, you can either delete this layer or turn it off, whichever one you fancy, and you'll have your image down there of whatever it is that you need. And this is really good for all sorts of things, because I really don't think that your drawing abilities should affect the artwork that you want to do. If you want to draw animals or cartoon characters or landscapes or buildings or whatever, I don't think that your ability to draw should stop you from creating that artwork. Like, drawing is a serious skill, and like, I'm not taking anything away from anyone that can draw, like, because people that can draw, like, that's serious talent, and like, hands off to those people that can, because it's incredible and it's such an amazing skill to have. But not all of us have that skill, and why should those of us that don't have those skills not be able to create artwork or draw the things that we want to draw because we can't draw? It shouldn't stop us from doing the things that we want to do. If we want to, draw a Pikachu, then I'm going to draw a Pikachu. And just because I can't draw, I ain't letting that stop me. I'm going to do, at the end of the day, what makes me happy. And if drawing Pikachus and sticking them around my bedroom make me happy, then that's what I'm going to do. And to be quite honest, I don't care less whether I can draw or not. I'll find a way to get around the fact that I can't draw. And that's it really. Like, I don't believe that you shouldn't be doing the things that you want to do just because you can't do a certain skill, or you're not qualified in a certain area or whatever it is. If you want to draw your favourite characters, then you draw your favourite characters. And this simple technique that I'm showing you now, the simple tracing technique on Procreate, is a simple way for you to be able to do the artwork that you want to do and the drawings that you want to do without having, the professional skills to draw. So yeah, you can see that I've traced the outline around that now, and I'm actually going to just delete this layer because I don't need it anymore. And there you have it. There's your Pikachu. Simple as that. So yeah, that's a quick and easy way to trace on Procreate and create the artwork that you want to create, that you enjoy creating. And don't let the fact that you can't draw stop you from creating the work that you want to create. So until next time, enjoy. See you later. Bye.